Hello, this is Editor Tom. Um, I have just found, because there was a scuff yesterday on my mic stuff, and I couldn't figure out why it was happening. Because I'm like, no, I have the mic right here, and I pull it every time I turn it on. Well, turns out the default was not this mic. And I'm like, fuck. Okay. So when I switched computers, things got really messed up because this microphone needed to be default, but it was actually defaulting to the microphone on my camera, which is way worse than this microphone. And then sometimes, if I had my headset on and I just set it aside, it would pick up the headset mic. I'm like, what? So I think I have it like figured out now, but these next couple days, there's going to be some weird audio issues. I am not a very good editor when it comes to like, I just slap shit together and I send it. So I apologize that there's going to be varying levels of audio from clip to clip because it's just like, it's like specifically like 1 day or 2 days where it does this. I think it's today and then tomorrow are the 2 days as of you watching this, which means I got to go back and re-upload today, today is day 57. So I need to go and stick this in at the front so that you guys know what's going on, because I thought it was a one-off scuff thing. No, it turns out that it's like a 2 or 3 day scuff thing. So sorry about that. It has in fact been fixed. I checked all my other audio and it was defaulting to this microphone pretty much for the rest of the audios up to what I've recorded, which is I've been recording day 63. I just finished that. I also totally forgot about I recorded one thing on my phone. So but yeah, anyway, I don't know where I'm at when it comes to the upload stuff. On like what day. I'll have to watch it. But anyway, Editor Tom signing out. Again, sorry about that. I'm not really sure. I'm sure there's a way to fix it. I'm just leaving it as is. So sorry. Hello, it is 8:50 and I'm going to try to make this a quick one because I actually have 10 minutes before I need to leave to go for a walk with a buddy at a there's like a park over near where he lives. It's the same one that I went for a walk last time. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the dream today. I also don't know what this dream could possibly be about, because both times it was kind of about video games. So, like, I don't know. I haven't been playing video games, so I don't know why I had, like, video game-esque dream stuff. But, yeah, I was, like, farming a boss, and I died a few times, and then, yeah, basically someone was clearing the boss before us, and it was with me in a group, and yeah, the dude that was clearing it just gave us a bunch of loot as like a good luck, have fun thing. I don't know. And then the second dream was about some post-apocalyptic thing. And I guess I can try and do it real quick because I don't think I have anything else to really talk about. But the post-apocalyptic thing had a talking cat that was like trying to like evolve. So I helped it by like setting traps and like preparing like these waves for like zombies and all this other stuff to show up. And again, we all had levels. And the cat was like, please, I want to kill this one thing so I can level and evolve. And I'm like, okay, I'll help you track it down. So we looked for the boss, tracked it down, and then I got woken up by my alarm. So we never ended up finishing the boss, but... okay. So let's see. Video games. Dream of a video game represents feelings about a challenging experience you are having to see how far you can get doing so. I can't read. Wow. To dream of a video game represents feelings about a challenging experience you are having to see how far you can get doing something without failing. It's a weird sentence. I don't know. It just didn't feel right, but that's fine. Test how far you can challenge something, pushing your limits. Enjoy a challenging experience to test limits or avoid failure. Feuding or competition. A win or lose situation. You may be experiencing a situation where you need to do everything right in order to achieve a goal. Competition that feels casual, two opposing forces. Okay, no. Attempting to prove yourself to yourself with increased difficulty or risk. Surprise or disbelief when nobody will stop you from taking a situation as far as you can. Escapism that challenges yourself in order to avoid boredom. Alternatively, dreaming about video games may represent a challenging experience in your waking life to achieve the best improved time or highest count in some area of your life. Challenging experience with others is to see who can do the most, the highest, the longest record. Negatively, a video game may reflect an attitude that is arrogant about challenging itself to see how far you can go with certain behaviors without failing. Testing a situation, person too far, ignoring, not understanding other people, no. Reckless, no. Competition between two people, no. Petty feud, no. Cold, casual, no. Childish, no. Video game may symbolize an escape from your problems instead of confronting them, additionally wasting time. A dream of a level in a video game may represent feelings of progression or advancement in a situation where you're challenging yourself to see how far you can take it. Okay. Consider the type of video game character, video game system for additional meaning. Okay, well. I mean, it felt positive because it was like, you know, we were doing a challenge and then, oh, okay, I understand. So it's about facing a challenge and getting help and support from someone unknown. Okay. That was the first one. And then the second dream was... Okay. Apocalypse. To dream of apocalypse represents feelings about a crisis situation in your life or major conflict. Living with the consequences of destructive conflict. Uncertainty about what the future holds as you confront a life-changing event with little support. Yeah, that right there, that's 100% what that was. Uncertainty about what the future holds. What the future holds as I confront a life-changing event. As I confront a life-changing event with little support. Okay, so that's the apocalypse part. I need the talking cat part, and then I need the helping part. So I'll just do cat. To dream of a cat. Oh, not cat food. Oh, okay, cats. To dream of cats represents behavior that's protective of itself, being safe no matter what it does. What? Dream of a cat represents behavior that's protective of itself, being safe no matter what it does. Behavior that watches every single thing happening in a situation while needing to be safe and doesn't like a single thing that even felt like it isn't staying safe. Jesus, okay. Behavior that won't get angry or attack unless you get too personal about threatening confidence, safety. Protects. Okay, so this is all about safety, apparently. Positively, dreaming about cats represents competition, enemies, or obstacles that appear confident but are in reality easily scared away by when challenged. A coward or wimp you can easily scare away. Confident safety that feels good being unquestioned. Nice, safe, or non-violent people that are protected and looked after. Okay. So I'm just gonna write safety and confident. Those are the two things that I got from that. And then it was me helping the cat, so I guess I'll do helping. Helping. To dream of giving someone help represents awareness of yourself, encouraging or supporting a cause. It may also reflect a decision to respect yourself, take action, or believe in yourself. Okay. Respecting myself. Slash believing in myself. Damn, it's already 9:01. Okay, is there anything else here? I think that's really seems fine. So basically, the first dream was about facing a challenge and getting help and support from someone unknown. The second one was about uncertainty about what the future holds as I confront life-changing events with little support. And then the cat kind of represents safety and confident and respecting myself and believing in myself. That all makes sense. So, because that's kind of what I'm doing right now. So, interesting. It's so crazy how every time I'm like, how is this dream even going to make sense? And then it just somehow does. I'm like, great, cool. This dream stuff is very interesting. Okay. I'm going to let you guys go. Jesus. My friend just is like literally living in a harem. It's crazy. He's like 3 or 4 people that like all are down to just be a part of this harem, and then like 2 or 3 extra people that are kind of like on the outskirts that just show up occasionally. I'm like, what the fuck? He just kind of like, he's like, I don't even know how it happened. It just happened. I'm like, wow, what a life you're living. It's also a lot of work. Pleasing one person is hard. Pleasing 4 people is way harder. So it's like, wow. Okay. I'm gonna go. Oh, the only thing I wanted to mention, I weighed myself yesterday and I forgot to say, I'm at 263.2 as of yesterday. That's going to be, Sundays are going to be the new weigh-in day. So I lost 0.8 pounds in that like 2 or 3 days. To be fair, I hadn't really been doing much in the way of activity. So, like, not compared to the 2 hours of walking I was doing. Anyway, I gotta go. I don't want to be late for my friend. So, I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to be making my food. So, I'll actually show my food today. Okay, bye.
Hey guys, it is 2:21, and you've probably noticed that things have changed, where I moved my desk from an L shape that was on this side to an L shape that is on the other side. It's still kind of jank right now because I haven't switched over to using the newer computer that doesn't crash. But I'm so sick of just having my computer crash randomly while I'm uploading. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna switch the desk over and I'm gonna use the new computer. So that's what I'm doing. While I was doing it, I was super annoyed at everything not quite working right while I was moving things. And there was even a moment where I was really, it was I was actually trying to force a USB plug into the wrong port. And it's just micro things where it's yeah, this is just re-going over. Don't force things. Let things naturally flow and work out, and it'll be fine. So yeah. Anyway, I got my food, and I mean it's already kind of cold at this point, so I'm like, fuck it. I got my lamp here. I don't know where this lamp's going to go. Maybe on this other side. But I'll have to mess around with the plugs and yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it's all going to work yet. But anyway, I actually really like this new openness where I'm not going to just constantly be knocking into the monitors and the other stuff. That was just super frustrating, and I kept getting bruises and stuff as I did it. And yeah, now I don't have to worry about that, and I have plenty of space to just do whatever, which is nice. So I keep forgetting I don't have the OBS and all that stuff on the new computer, so I'm doing the old computer one last time. Not that I'm not going to use the old computer. I still will use it, but the new computer is going to be where I'm going to be doing all of the work. Which I consider this work, even though I enjoy it. But yeah, so I'm trying to look at the camera with a black screen. It's not as easy. But anyway, maybe I'll just look at the green bar. That's a good idea. So, I went for a walk. The walk was good. We walked about the same as we did last time. We went up the big hill. It was actually surprisingly a lot easier for me to walk up the big hill. I was surprised at how easy it was. My buddy just kind of was down to just listen to me talk the whole time. And I felt bad about it. But he's like, no, I enjoy us just walking around and you just chatting about stuff. So I was like, okay, well, yeah. So I kind of caught him up to speed on some stuff, and yeah, just I don't know. It was a fun time. We also saw an eagle, and it was cool. So I don't know. I think I need to go back to the basics. And what I mean by that is recently I've been a little bit flustered on trying to get random stuff done, and it's it feels like measured chaos in so much as subconsciously I'm trying to get out more because I'm trying to fish. That's what I think it is. And it's no, I need to be resting. I need to be emotionally letting myself relax. And I felt really worn out the past 2 days. And yeah, I woke up just still tired. I hadn't even rested at all. And so I think what I need to do is I need to really focus up on, I'm just going to do my food stuff. I'm going to do my walks, the gym. I don't think I'm going to go to the gym today. I thought a lot about I'd like to go to the gym, and maybe I'll go a little bit later, but it's already 2:30. I'm really tired from the walk and from just the lack of recovery. And I don't think it's smart for me to go to the gym. Because I think I'm just going to make myself more tired. So, getting back to the basics of the food, the walk, and then, obviously I'm doing the recording stuff, and then really cleaning up my space, cleaning up my room, and then going around the house and seeing if there's anything else in the house that I need to clean and remove. And it's just really donating just everything that no longer serves me. That really is coming through strongly. It's coming through in a lot of the readings. It's coming through in my own internal gut feelings. And so yeah, I got to do that. And then well, I don't have to push the monitors anymore when I look over at the calendar, which is cool. Yeah, tomorrow I got my one roommate that, we're definitely going to have a talk. I don't know if it's going to be right when he gets home. I don't want to bombard him like that. So I'll probably wait until the next day to really talk about it with him. But just talking about hey, I understand that you have a negative outlook on life. I understand you're depressed, but I no longer subscribe to that. I used to, and it used to be fine, but I've kind of outgrown that phase of thinking. And so I would appreciate it if you no longer said those things around me. So, and it's going to be hard because it's kind of part of his identity that he identifies himself with is this cynical cynical like hatred for the world and hatred for like himself, and not loving himself and not loving, thinking his time is garbage and wasted and all of this stuff. Like a lot of negative emotions that he really needs to like work on, and it just spreads throughout the house. Yeah, it was like, maybe it wasn't so much. Well, I don't want to speculate on that. But anyway, my point still stands that I think I just need, in a weird way, I need to slow down even more. Because I felt like I haven't had a chance to just, like, I did the inner child stuff on Saturday. Yesterday, I tried to rest, but I ended up, like, yeah, I went and saw a movie, but I, like, went over my whole fucking journey with my friend. Or most of it. I still have, like, the trip onward to talk about. But, yeah, it's like, I just need to relax. Rest. Let go of, like, trying to put myself in positions to, like, potentially receive, like, offers or receive, people running into me or whatever. I'll be outside each day. I'll do a walk in either the mall or, out in nature. And I'm not going to worry about, like, trying to, like, do extra when it comes to being out. I'll still, like, do fun things with my inner child. I'll still, I want to play basketball, do racquetball, see if I can do some soccer and, rollerblades and ice hockey, or not ice hockey, sorry, ice skating, and, like, yeah, and swimming. All of these things, like, by themselves, they do present opportunities because I'm going places that I normally wouldn't go. So I don't have to push to try and, like, put myself out there, because yeah, the opportunities are coming, and I need to be living my life because they're already here. And what I mean by that is, I am the person that lives that life as my future self. And so it's already happened. But time doesn't really work that way, if that makes sense. Because it's linear. And so I can't, like, we wouldn't normally think of it as it's already happened in the future, right? But I think looking at it that way, it kind of signals that I'm just going to continue living with that in mind, where it's already been happening. And so it's almost like a fake it till you make it, but there's an inner knowing. So it's like, okay, well, I'll just, yeah, if I know that things are going to happen, then why am I so stressed about, like, trying to show up in a specific way? It always comes back to being myself. And then as I'm myself, things will magnetize towards me. I just need to focus on resting, allowing myself to release anything that needs to be released. I've gotten pretty emotional recently in a lot of different things. And yeah, just like recovering from the release of emotions, from the release of objects, and cleaning my space. That's really what it is. And so I'm just going to do that. and it'll be fine. Yeah. Okay. That's it. I'm just gonna do my thing, and take a shower. And my buddy originally wanted to hang out. I don't know if I'm gonna hang out today. Maybe I'll hang out tomorrow with him. Uh, we'll see. But okay, I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. And now I gotta click and.
Hello. It is 6:41 and I am now officially reset up where I put all the stuff on the new computer. I got some problems resolved with my NAS server not showing up on this computer. It now does, so that's great. It was actually really easy to fix. And then I got my food, which is 2 pieces of avocado toast and then curry rice, because it was curry that had rice in it, and then the rice absorbed it all over the span of 2 days. So that's just the remainder. It's not too much, but yeah, it's the remainder of what I had 2 days ago. Um, okay, what have I done? Not too much, but setting up the computer was a big deal. I also finally cleared out all of my Discord servers, so now I just have a couple friend servers. There's like 9 or 10 friend servers, and then 2 gaming servers from like the WoW Guild, and there's another WoW Guild for retail. But they're the same guild, they're just different parts of it, and they have different servers. So, um, yeah, that felt really good to just clear them out. I had a bunch of old servers from like 2015 when I was doing school stuff. So it's like I don't need those. I had a bunch of unused servers of just random BS that I had like collected over the years. And then I also had like 20 billion VTuber servers that it's like I don't watch VTubers anymore, so not that I will never watch a VTuber, but it's not like content I'm consuming on a regular basis anymore, so I don't need to be in their servers. And I never even really interacted on their servers to begin with, so I don't know, didn't really matter too much. Um, yep, so that felt really good. I must have cleared like 50 servers. Like unironically, it was crazy. Uh, and then I finally shut down for the first time in like a while my older computer. And yeah, now I think I'm going to be running this one pretty much consistently as my new base computer. So I logged out of everything on my other computer. Um, and I have a new set of core tenets that I'm going to be following for, next month, 2 months, however long it's going to be. However long this phase, I would. So if I was to break things down, you have phase one. Well, okay, phase 0 was like the 10 years of like healing I did. Phase 1 is finally like putting everything into like words and doing the YouTube channel and starting. So that was like February until the New York trip. So that's phase 1. Phase 2 is the New York trip. Phase 3 is this phase, which is the cleaning phase, where I'm going to be just cleaning house. Anything that no longer serves me is going. And that's going to be on the computer. That's going to be on like just everything. Cleaning everything. Because I am a hoarder when it comes to my computer. So like cleaning that out is going to be really important. Even things like bookmarks. Like I have like this intricate web of bookmarks that like I never use. So I should clean them out, right? Um I don't really hoard. I used to like really collect things pretty heavily when I was younger, like in physical reality. But luckily I don't really do that anymore. Um Man, I will say this side being open makes a huge difference. Like having this side just kind of be like super dark and whatever is fine now because I'm like face towards the light area. So it feels really good. Um I'm really glad I did this. Again, it was one of those things where I think it was one of my roommates who mentioned like the command position. That plus so it was like this is the command position, so you should have your desk L like this. Even though it didn't really function very well because I kept running into the corner and knocking the monitors and all sorts of stuff. And so it was that plus like there was a feeling of safety because I had like something literally physically between me and like the door. But I don't need that now. So I fixed it into a better position where it functions way better and it's more open, just like I'm feeling. And that's great. So yeah. But um right, okay, so the 5 pillars for the cleaning phase. Of course I'm going to still focus on the food, movement, and what I mean by movement is like working out, doing like, if I want to rollerblade, I rollerblade. If I want to ice skate, I ice skate. If I want to, whatever. So I'm going to do that a couple times a week throughout the week. That coupled with the walking, coupled with everything else, that's going to get my body moving and burning calories and like just being more active. Because I think that's the next phase is just doing activities that are more than just walking. To burn off even more calories. So maybe I'll do a morning walk, but then I'll still do the stuff in the afternoon. I don't really know what it's going to look like yet. We'll see. But, and then play. Doing something that my inner child wants to do each day. It can be really small. It can be like, maybe I watch an episode of like Looney Tunes or something. Or it could be something big, like, I say big, but it could be something like, hey, let's go to the arcade, or let's go do like bowling, or bumper carts, or whatever, or not bumper carts, the go karts. Because there's a few tracks that I theoretically can get to. I think they're a little far away, but I could probably get there. Stuff like that. And I think that'll also overlap with like, playing basketball or racquetball or stuff. Like that's stuff I really enjoy doing. So I think my inner child will be really happy doing that stuff too. But making sure that I'm not just saying, "Oh, well, you played racquetball today, so you don't do anything else." It's like, yeah. And then interspersing that with things like Legos or like doing the row life stuff, which I haven't opened yet. I think there's a little anxiety around doing it because it's like not Lego, so it's a little daunting. Um, but anyway, so we'll have to. That just means I'll have to do it this week. So, yeah. Um, and then cleaning. So again, what I was talking about, literally like donating things that no longer serve me. And just going closet by closet And once my bedroom is like done, then I'm gonna go and check anything that I have left in the house that maybe is just laying there that I forgot about. It's like, okay, well, do I need these? No, okay, donate them, you know. And then last is obviously the vlog. Like, not that I'm thinking of the vlog as being last, but sorry, I'm just emptying the recycling bin. Uh, so I don't like seeing it full for some reason, but yeah. So doing that, and I think, yeah, just letting the ebb and flow of rest and then movement, rest, movement, because that's I could feel a flow where I was doing that, where there was like some days I just kind of rested, and then some days I really like bursted a bunch of like work and stuff. So allowing myself to be like that. Um, Other than that, I don't know. I think I got a lot going on tomorrow. Actually, I'm gonna pick up my roommate from the airport, which I need to text him. I just remembered again. I need to text him to be like, "Hey, when are you actually like leaving?" So that I know. And then I was gonna hang out with my buddy, and I also got another meeting. So yeah, big day. Oh my gosh! And then Thursday, I'm going to get the measurements, and I need to decide on fabrics and stuff, which means maybe Wednesday. Wednesday, I need to I think I'm gonna write this down. I need to really decide, like, spend time and look up like red carpet stuff and like decide on like a style and like what I kind of vibe with. So, um, I already know what the inner lining. She was like, "Hey, so you need to know what your inner lining stuff is," and I was like, "Okay, well, I think I'm just gonna do void." I don't know. That's just like that's what's coming to me. So we'll see if things change, but so far that's the front runner. Um, yeah, I think. Oh, you're right. And then Friday I got my haircut, so I'll be talking to my haircut lady about just all the stuff that's happened. Like I text her about the changes, but she'll see it firsthand, so that'll be fun. Um, okay, I'm really happy that, man, I didn't realize how happy I was gonna be to like be using my new computer instead of my older computer. Not having to worry about crashes randomly. Like, oh my gosh. It's like, you mean I can upload and I can just leave it and it'll upload? What? So, yeah, that's really nice. Okay. And then I'm gonna eat my food, and then I just completed on my laptop day 51, which is the plane the plane trip. Apparently I had 3 videos that I recorded on that day, which I'm like, what? I don't remember recording all 3 videos. You know, there's the morning. Oh, okay. I think there's a morning. There's like right after I get back from the right. I think that's the day that I don't I'm not sure. I'll have to look. Anyway, you guys will have already seen it. But yeah. Okay. Have a good night. Bye.